Today is all about sauces. There are hundreds of sauces out there and you all have your favourite sauce you enjoy with your food. I'm reviewing a super sauce company that have a real strong emphasis on the ingredients they're using in their sauces. Also, I'm making today a really delicious club sandwich, sharing with you a really tasty recipe. Hello fellow foodies, my name's Dom of the Foodie Kitchen Review. This is the channel where we review the most delicious and authentic food products and share with you recipes and inspiration you can use in your very own kitchen at home. If you're new to my channel, it would be amazing if you could hit that like button and if you can subscribe for more content coming your way very soon. Let's dive straight in. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen. I'm super excited to be talking about sauces today. We are reviewing Stokes Sauces. They were founded in 2004 by a really lovely chap called Rick Sheepshanks. I actually know Rick because last year I was thinking about my own food business. So I went over to see him and he gave me some really helpful hints and tips. If you're watching, thank you Rick. So Stokes produce really premium quality artisan sauces. They're based in Rendlesham Hall in Suffolk, the UK. And if you're a fan of animals, you should really check them out because they have pigs, cattle, sheep, wallabies, quite random there. They have like this shelter where they look after animals, so pretty cool. Talking of cool, they were also voted a cool brand. And last year they've been going for 15 years and produce over 60 different types of sauces in their range, so pretty incredible for a sauce company. First one I'm going to review is the tomato ketchup. Now, who doesn't like ketchup? Okay, maybe there's the odd person, but this is a real delicious sauce. Now, with this sauce tasting, I should really have a crisp or a chip or something to dip in, but I'm actually just going to taste it just with a spoon, so it's just sauce. Hopefully that doesn't freak anybody out. So with this ketchup, they use about 200 grams of Italian very ripe tomatoes. Simmer it down for every 100 grams of ketchup. So this is going to be a really beautifully rich, thick ketchup. Right, let's have a taste. I do love this ketchup. It has a bit of spice, bit of sweetness, but most importantly, oozes that rich, thick tomato flavour. Really, really good, and I love this ketchup, so I'd highly recommend it. Next one is the mayonnaise. This is made by drizzling some rapeseed oil, hopefully you watched my video last week about rapeseed oil, into some lovely free-range eggs and finish with some extra virgin oil from Kororiki olives in Crete. Let's have a taste of this. That is so tasty. It's a beautiful concentration of what mayonnaise should be. I can taste those oils in there, the rapeseed and olive oil. So tasty. Really enjoyed this one. My next one is chili jam. I've got some really nostalgic, lovely memories of when I was a teenager and I'd go to this lovely sandwich shop called Logan's in Norwich and they'd make this sandwich of brie, rocket, bacon and chili jam. I doubt it was Stokes they were using, but chili jam for me is so tasty because you have that nice spice and also you have the sweetness, a really nice combination. So let's taste some of my chili jam. It's quite a kind of thick, natural consistencies and lots of lovely bits in here. Oh, that is so tasty. It's got a really nice kick, but it also has the sweetness as well. And it's quite concentrated like the other two were, so you don't actually need a lot of this jam. I was going to say sauce then. You don't need a lot of this jam, you can just spread a little bit on. And that's the thing, I'm not going to lie and say these sauces are super cheap, they're not. You do pay a little bit more, but with that you get really great quality, and that's what it's all about. Love this one. Okay, my final one is a Korean barbecue sauce. Recently Stokes have launched 2 new sauces, a Korean and Cajun sauce I believe, and also this one, the Korean barbecue sauce. So they're trying to get into that market, and I'm actually going to be using this in a club sandwich today, so I'm excited about that. I had a bit of a taste of this a while ago when it first arrived, and it is lovely. Let's have a taste. Wow. I'm going to taste a bit more. Oh, that is so beautiful. Words fail me a little bit. It has some of those beautiful, you know, Asian Korean spices in there. I'm not sure exactly what without reading the label, but it has that lovely warmth, that sweetness, that stickiness that would go so beautifully with so many things like barbecued meats. It would go well with duck as well. Very versatile, but I love it because it's barbecue sauce but with a Korean edge, which is pretty cool, pretty clever. Wow, I absolutely loved tasting those sauces. They're absolutely delicious. Next, I'm going to be cooking the most amazing club sandwich. This is quite naughty, quite indulgent, but I promise you're absolutely going to love it. A club sandwich. When I was a boy, I used to make this all the time. There's so many different variations. Here are some of the ingredients.
Chicken, some bacon, some Colman's mustard and some sweet paprika, some salad leaves, cheese, tomato, spring onion and some salt and pepper. First step is to just take the bone out of this chicken. This is a chicken thigh, so this is a really lovely flavour. There we go. Next step is just to put a bit of cling film over here and just batter out the chicken a little bit. Lovely, that's all battered out. Okay, next we're going to add in some sweet paprika, and some dried mustard powder, a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. We can then add the chicken into this mix and give it a really good mix around. Right, let's put our toast in. Next we're going to put our chicken in. This chicken and bacon has been cooking now for about 8 to 10 minutes. I'm going to turn the heat off and just remove from the heat, just so it can gently rest and become even more succulent. Next I'm going to chop the spring onion. Next stage is to take this lovely chicken thigh, which has been beautifully marinated, and we're just going to slice this up into just quite thin chunks. We're going to take a slice of bread and just put some nice mayonnaise on there. We can put our chicken on. Our bacon, and then our cheese, We can then drizzle on some of this beautiful Korean Stokes barbecue sauce. Now we're going to put this under the grill. We take a little bit more mayo. Then we add on our tomato. Just a little bit of Korean barbecue sauce. My twist on this is using the spring onions, which go so well with Korean sauces. And then we just break up some lettuce leaves. And then very lastly, one last bit of Stokes real mayonnaise on the top. There we have it, my delicious club sandwich. I really hope you've enjoyed watching today. I've certainly enjoyed tasting and cooking with these amazing sauces. I'm going to put a link below if you would like to try them yourself and would like to find out a bit more about this cool brand. It would be amazing also if you could leave me a comment. I'd love to know your favourite type of sauce and how you best enjoy using them. Until next time, happy cooking.